Alright. Don't flush it.
There, the frog came out of the toilet, or out of the sink and jumped into the toilet.
I'm going to bad.
And now we're trying to get it out.
So on Monday of this last week, we realized that the RV was completed enough that we could take it on a trip, and we were really anxious to do that.
Yeah.
And after months and months of thinking about it and kind of being stressed and having all of these questions about how it was going to go, so we just decided to do a quick test run.
Yep, just for a few days.
And we headed only, 2.5 hours away to a little town in South Carolina on a lake.
It was really difficult when we first got there, just because of how small the space was to move in.
And especially because it was our first time.
Yeah, that added to it.
And so it was quiet. We didn't really know what we were doing. And so my stress level was super high, super high.
We're here.
Arriving at 120 Carolina Landing Drive on the right.
We just got to a really quiet RV park and brought all the noise. Makes you a little bit nervous to bring 9 kids into a quiet.
Gotta hook up the water still.
In we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay.
In the RV world, slides are very desirable because they make your RV a lot bigger, but they also always cause problems. And of course, on our first night when we got there, one of our slides wouldn't fully extend. So we had a little bit of drama with that.
Is it all the way in? Already? Bring it in, then start over again. Okay.
Well, it was definitely all the way in, unless you pushed it out.
I pushed it out a little bit before it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, this slide was giving us trouble earlier because we tried a different spot, but there was a tree in the way. So we had to back out, and we managed to hit another tree over here. Just scoffed it right on the corner there.
Wait a minute.
What happened?
The fan. The fan was causing the problem.
I knew it. That's what I said. But you were like, no.
Alright.
When did you say that?
Was it?
People are stressed and bothered saying, I knew it, I told you so.
Not really like a great strategy.
Okay.
We eventually realized that it was caused by a fan that we had, like a box fan we'd left in there, and it was
It had
stuck.
fallen, yeah, it had gotten lodged.
So that was stressful. And so really when we laid down to bed that night, I was just, it was only a few hours later, and I just could not sleep. I was very stressed, and I really was terrified that we made a mistake. We were shoved into this little thing, and it was crazy, and it was a terrible idea. But we woke up the next morning, and we headed out to Tallulah Falls State Park, which was beautiful. On our way to Tallulah Falls in Georgia. On Spotify, you can listen to audiobooks. I just searched best audiobooks and found a playlist. We've already listened to The Hobbit, and right now we're listening to Treasure Island.
Okay, I found this cool spot. This river. There goes Mom. I think everyone was supposed to go with her, but nobody did. Alright, we came to... I can't remember the name of this place we came to, actually. There's some falls here in a gorge. It's in Georgia, but... We came to the gorge thinking that we'd be able to just kind of hike these waterfalls and swim in them really quickly, but... Turns out it was a 3-hour hike, and we have little kids, so... We couldn't do that, so... We found this other spot to play in, so I'm not sure what Megan's doing down there. that spot. A little river here that feeds into the gorge. It's pretty shallow over there, so everybody can play. Have a good time.
Fast water, we were walking on the rocks, but then like the rocks came like this, and it was like nice and like small, and it was like that deep, and it was like pretty warm.
Yeah.
And you could step in it, and it was like as big as this little cove right here, and it was back there, and it was cool.
That's cool.
No, but the tadpoles, they weren't even in the water, they were just in like a little like in cove in the water.
So like a few inches deep?
Like, yeah. You know, I think that I watched the movie, and the frog, and when they got older, he literally put them in their mouth, and he'd spit them out in the river.
That's funny.
Because they...
Oh, to get them out from the little things?
Yeah, the little pool's safe, and like not fast moving.
That's cool.
And so until they're like...
So the mama frog leaves them there on purpose?
Yeah.
Kind of like a kindergarten?
But the dad is actually the one who spits them out and takes care of them.
Oh,
the
that's
dad
cool.
stays behind him. Because like a bunch of moms lay their eggs, and then one dad decided to stay behind and take care of all of them.
Oh.
A nursery with one dad.
That's fun.
I think these bowls are clean as well.
Oh, yeah.
If you need it.
Each drop leaves behind only a minuscule amount of calcite, but
One of the things that we really want to try out on this trip was how we would run the fifth wheel like we run our house, because we're going to be living here, so we can't just kind of fly by the seat of our pants and, you know, let things go, because it would just, you know, go into chaos if we do that. So we had to practice how would the chores would work, because we had everyone do their chores like we do at home, so dishes and cleanup and vacuuming and sweeping, all those things, and we had to run through that, and it actually worked pretty well. It's a smaller space, and so it's a little bit quicker to clean up. We wanted to figure out how that was going to work, and it worked out pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Because you have to remember, we're not on vacation. Another thing really that I, and both Mike and I have been thinking about a lot, it was how are we going to feed 11 people? We realized that the Instant Pot was really the way to go, as well as other electronic devices. We'll do most of our cooking with electric appliances, because when you're at an RV park, you can plug into their electricity and you don't pay extra for that. If we were to use gas, we would be using
Our propane.
Yeah. And that would cost us more. And so I feel like it went really well. I felt like, because you don't want to eat out every night or even every day, and so you cook at home. We made lunches to take with us. We made breakfast all together and had cereal on the last day, and I think it went really well. Everybody was happy, and we ate outside, and which was really relaxing and fun, and so I feel like we got that one.
Yeah.
You got a quarter.
But
You don't got a quarter. Do you have
that's
any
cool.
quarters? Nope.
You think we can go down there?
So we're at Stone Mountain. Gonna walk down to the fountain in front. Stone Mountain, Georgia is like the Mount Rushmore of the East or the South, and it has 3 Confederate heroes on it. Whether you agree with venerating those heroes, it's pretty staggering and really, really beautiful. So we're gonna go check it out.
Oh, pretty quiet on this.
go get your binoculars.
Each of those men are the tall as a building. I think they're like 10 stories tall each.
From the ear to the top of that guy's head is how tall one 6 foot tall person might be.
From the
little guy.
From the top of his ear to the top of his head
Yeah.
is 6 feet tall.
Whoa.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It was kind of a doomed project the whole way along, though. It took them 50 years to complete or more.
Succeeded in 1860. Are you being funny?
We have 2 drunkards in the wagon here. They're just so happy they don't have to walk. They're like, the joke's on you guys. This is a great wagon from Costco. I know a lot of you probably have it. It's so smooth and so easy.
So smooth, dude.
Out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. So a man
I don't
can
think they do that
fit
on Mount
inside General Lee's ear. That's pretty incredible. Bless you. These 2 are so crazy.
I think he's trying to pick his nose. No, early he started crying because he wiped the booger on my face. Just to be funny, he was like laughing, and I was like, no, dude. Like,
Oreo with a
And this is how you take orders at an ice cream parlor with 11 people.
You want chocolate or strawberry?
You write it down.
Strawberry with. I'll do a cake pop.
Because there's too many options.
Oh, they never accepted.
Let's see the list.
I also just have to number them so that.
Do you know whose is whose?
Well, so I know I didn't miss anybody.
Oh yeah.
What do you want, Mike?
I'm gonna get the chocolate peanut butter with Buckeyes. All right, we're up. You want this one? Yeah? Okay, that's what you're both gonna get it, okay? All right, you'll both get that.
And another thing that we really had to learn a delicate balance with was that we aren't on vacation, and so typically if you went to like a state park or a national monument and there was something you could pay to do there, you would do it because you're on vacation. But when it's something you're doing every day, that's a delicate balance of budgeting and making sure that, hey, it's not a big deal, it's only $150, but you can't do that sort of thing every day. And so we're still trying to strike a balance with that. We're still trying to figure those things out. You know, like for instance, we went out to ice cream with our family, which is fun, but you can't go out to ice cream every afternoon, even though there might be a local fun ice cream place everywhere you go. Not only because of budget, but just that's not really a great thing to do for your health. Stings! I'm sorry. Okay. Watch out, Elijah. So we just finished dinner. We spent the day in Atlanta at Stone Mountain, got back and took a quick dip in the lake. It was fantastic.
Totally. It was cold.
And we have to go home in the morning, and if I'm being 100% honest, I don't want to. I don't ever want to go home again. But we have to go back. The only reason we have to go back is because we have more stuff. And we've got some things to do for,
and goodbye
for family.
parties.
Yeah. But we'll go back. We'll get move the rest of the way in. I have to go to Mexico, and then I mean it's so rough. And then we'll take off, and it'll be the best day ever. So beautiful night, beautiful fun kids. Eve, did you have fun today?
yeah.
Did you go swimming?
Yeah.
That's a motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Don't pick your nose, babe. I love you, Eve. I love you.